Hi, it's Lynn Shuck with Healing and Balance, and I made a video on Revolved Triangle and ways to work on that if you're stiffer, if your body doesn't bend that far, or if you're not as comfortable in those types of complicated poses. But there's a nice, easy sequence to build toward it also, and maybe it will be useful to you. So if you want details on Revolved Triangle, watch that other video. But if you just want a simple 3-part stepping stones toward it, try this. So we'll start in what I call a balance beam, 2-footed balance. Place your right foot forward, left foot back, and we're pressing down into the feet and squeezing in at the top of the thighs and just finding our balance. You might be on a wider balance beam, might be 1 foot in front of the other. You can also decide how far forward, how close together your feet are. But toes are pointed forward, squeezing in, lifting up. We'll take the other side. We press the feet into the ground. We squeeze in, lift up. That squeeze in is really important. It's creating space in the hip joints, which will allow for more movement when we move on in this. But we're not doing anything fancy with the arms, just pressing the feet into the floor and squeezing in and finding your balance. Second round, same balance beam pose. Press your feet into the ground and squeeze in. You should be facing your front leg. We're going to bring the hands into a prayer position. Lift up through your spine on an inhale. As you exhale, turn towards your front leg. So if the right leg is in front, you turn to the right. You can continue the twist with your head, looking over that right shoulder or whatever direction you're looking at. Make sure your hands stay in front of your chest here, so we're not trying to make it look like we twisted further than we really have. On an inhale, we come out and we switch the feet. We're going to bring the hands to prayer position, press the feet into the ground, squeeze in at the top of the thighs, lift up. Exhale and turn to the other side. So whatever leg is in front, that's the side you're turning toward the front leg. Again, head could go with you. Hands shouldn't. They should just stay right in front of the center of your chest, and we're still squeezing in at the top of those thighs using the legs. On an inhale, we'll untwist. So now we're going to put it together into the whole pose. You'll step 1 foot forward, the other foot back, and on the back leg, this time we're going to let it rotate slightly. So toes turn out a little bit. We tip forward as far as you go without rounding that upper back. So long spine. Opposite hand to the front leg, wherever you reach. Same arm as front leg out to the side, and we begin to revolve the upper body. We're squeezing in at the top of those thighs. We're pressing those feet into the floor, especially the inside edge of the foot. Untwist, bring the body up. We set up on the other side. Back foot is slightly turned out. Squeeze in at the top of the thighs. Press down into the feet. We tip forward. Front hand coming, opposite hand coming to the front leg, wherever you reach. Same arm as leg goes out to side, and we begin that rotation. You are welcome to take your head with you and look at your arm as it lifts up toward the ceiling. I am keeping my gaze on the floor because I find that more secure. And we'll untwist and we'll come up. That's it. Start with the balance beam with a twist, and then that really leads naturally into that added forward fold. It's still almost on a balance beam. You have a little bit more of a base with that rotation on the back leg. Again, if you want details on that Revolved Triangle, go to the last video, Revolved Triangle. Otherwise, play with these. Put them into your practice in this order. See if they're helpful to you. It will help with balance. It will build some strength in the inner thighs and start to create more space in the hips. You might find those balances useful in other ways in your practice. That's what I've got for you today.